Hey guys and girls, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you, I want to show you a super cool watch. It's a Swiss made watch, and it's one of the best dress watches you can buy and you can find on the market these days. I have on my wrist today Tissot Locle, and it's a super, I would go as far to find it the best dress watch under 500 bucks, and this watch can be found on Amazon for 400. So definitely buy online, Amazon and such reputable dealers, because you can get a deal, and for 400 bucks you get a super cool Swiss made watch. It's a Tissot, and Tissot is one of my favorite brands. It's one of my favorite brands as well, and they go back way to the 19th century. Back in the days, in the 50s, they used to be under the same roof as Omega, and nowadays they are part of Swatch Group. So in this watch, for around 400 bucks on Amazon, you get a super nice sapphire crystal glass. You can get a nice decent bracelet, and it doesn't have to be a dress watch. This watch can be worn on all occasions. Just remember Rick Grimes, The Walking Dead. He wears a watch like this on a bracelet, and it survived everything. It survived the zombie apocalypse, and it survives. It keeps surviving. But nevertheless, today I just wanna do a little review and show you, give you a closer look of this Tissot Locle. And if you are in the market for a dress watch and you don't want to watch the video, just go and get one. If you don't like this particular Locle, there are many different options, and there are many other Tissot watches that definitely deserve your attention, and they are worth buying. Tissot is one of my favorite watch brands, and that is because for the money they give you lots of value and lots of cool watches, and I feel that Tissot doesn't deserve credit that they deserve, and definitely they should, because they are a company with a rich history and long tradition. At one time, back in the days in the 50s, they were alongside with Omega, and they were basically the company with the same roof, the same company, and later on they split. Nowadays Tissot offers you a variety of different watches for you to choose, and the kind of range, and the best Tissots are the one at the affordable range for around $500 to up to $1,000. And I wouldn't go much far because there's other territory for other watches. But this year I found you today as a Tissot Locle, and this is a Tissot Locle automatic. And when I first got this watch, and this is a used watch, so you might, if you see some scratches and scuffs, that's it. When I first saw this watch, it was the textured dial version with the checkered texture, and I gotta say I love that version much more. And this one is a non-textured dial version with it has nothing, and but this version is apparently a rarer one, so these are more hard to find. My guess is these are the older version, and nowadays for around $400 or euros you can get one of the new Tissot Locle watches. And if you're in the market for a good dress watch, honestly there is no better Swiss made watch for the money that I know of and I can think of to recommend you guys. So Tissot Locle. Also you can look at other Tissot watches, but today they have some heritage versions, which are even nicer and with the dates and stuff like that. But for around 400 US, you cannot go wrong with Tissot Locle. There are many things that going for it, but if you like dress watches and dressy watches and preppy, Tissot is great. I especially like the new checkered versions of the dial, and I will put a link in the description box where you can find it. And I can definitely recommend it if you're in a market for a dress watch. This one is a bracelet version, two-tone bracelet version, which is kind of dull to me because I have my Oris RTDA with the interesting dial, but so that's the only thing I don't like about this one, and I think the dial is a bit boring to me, but that's not the case. Like I said, the newer versions are checkered and I just love that. It reminds me of Brigade. Other than that, this is just a fantastic looking watch, made in stainless steel. You can get the silver versions, black dials, white dials, Roman numerals, Arabic numerals, whatnot. I happen to found this version here with the two-tone, and I quite like it. Even though I'm not a two-tone fan, I'm not a two-tone guy, but I quite like it. The watch is powered by ETA Movement 2824-2, and the Tissot is a part of Swatch Group, so it's basically their in-house movement right now. But if you go back in the history of the brand of Tissot, you can find some great, wonderful in-house movement they made during the back in the days. So the watch is 39 millimeters diameter, which I think is it's perfect. It could go even less, and because there's no bezel and the dial is plain white, it wears much larger and wears almost like a 41, 42, or 40 at least. So you don't get that feeling that it's a 39 moment. It has applied indices here in this case, and has a golden color bezel. My suggestion is that you buy a silver one because the gold plating is not so much popular these days, but if you like it, you like it. The bracelet is super nice. It kind of reminds me of a Breitling bracelet. Has a butterfly clasp here. It has a Tissot signed butterfly clasp here. Very nice quality. Doesn't feel cheap at all, and solid links on this one as well. And what I like about this watch is has a super cool, classy case back, and this is a super nice and super fancy, and it's one of my favorite thing on this watch, and I will definitely wear this one on the other side. I would put this side up if I could. So it says here mécanique automatique, I believe that's French. Has a little bit decorations here. Locle L164264 as a sapphire crystal. The water resistance on this is it's 30 meters, but this is a dress watch anyway, so you're not gonna expose it to water. It's just for normal day-to-day use. So I wanna just give you a closer look at this case back, and it's one of my favorite things on this watch, and that's really something nice and classy, and you can see a little bit decorations around the edges, and most of the watch companies they just have a see-through case back, but what they did here doesn't cost a lot of money, but it just brings the watch to another level, and I think it's very classy and tastefully done. It has a golden rotor, and it's just beautiful case back. That's why I'm really falling for this, guys. So I don't know, what do you think? Tell me in the comment sections, do you like the case back on this one, and should other watch companies do case backs like this? Because they don't do a lot of movement decorations, that's for sure. in this price range. So here's a little wrist shot, and I'm gonna wrap this up. If you have any questions with this, about this watch, feel free to ask in the comment sections, and I will happily answer. I think I covered all the bases, and I just want to show you how it sits nicely on the wrist. It's really classy watch, and it's very comfortable. The bracelet is super nice. It tapers down a little bit. This is a 20 millimeters. I haven't measured, but I'm pretty much sure, and tapers down a little bit down there. A nice bracelet, great quality. The watch nicely slides under the cuffs, and it's just a great dress watch, and I don't think you will go wrong. And this is one of the best dress watches for the money, under 500 bucks, that's for sure, on the market today. And especially I just want to emphasize that the newer version have a checker dials, and that's even more nicer to me. But this one isn't bad, isn't half as bad at all, isn't it? So yeah, that's it. This is my little review. Of course, the crown is signed with T, and this is not a screw down, this is just a normal crown. Was my little review. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys like the watch. It's a really cool watch. If you don't have a dress watch and you want to break the bank, you're saving money for all your divers, then Tissot is a way to go. Not just Locle, there's a Wizardate, some heritage Tissots. There's all kinds of Tissot watches out there, and even you can dip into the vintage market. I have several vintage Tissots on my channels, but this one is just really cool watch, and I think it's a good buy. So I'm a DC Gunner. Thank you for watching. Please do tell me what do you think about this watch, and more importantly, if some of you own the watch, do share your experiences, and down below in the comment section how you like the watch, if you have any problems. And I really like the case back on this one, and it's really nice, looks nice on my wrist too.